The biggest thing is I think that the mandates are actually irrational. I think that they're anti-free speech. I think that they're anti-free choice. And particularly the collusion of the national media with the federal government to censor alternative viewpoints or differing viewpoints about these subjects has stooped to lows rarely seen outside of communist dictatorships. And that disturbs me greatly. As a person who is very pro-science, but also very pro-choice, I find that incredibly disturbing. And I can't keep quiet about it anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to stand up for free speech in this country because that's where it all starts, right?
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's not enough that you be vaccinated to, maintain your employment, which is already, such a coercive authoritarian act in my opinion. But we carried a banner around the protest today that had the names of somewhere between 100 and 200 people who fully support the convoy and the protests happening, who wanted their names included but were afraid that they could actually be terminated from their jobs, and so they requested that their names be blacked out. And I thought that sent an especially powerful message because, again, it's not enough that you be vaccinated. You can't even have the wrong opinion about vaccines or vaccine mandates.
You can't question it.
You can't ask questions about anything anymore.
Yeah. This interview, you're like, yeah, I'll share my voice, but don't want to have my face out there.
No,
and the thing is I
100%.
understand that, especially depending on where you work and all that.
Sure.
And like you said, you compared it to communist countries, and that comparison is almost getting so tired because that comparison keeps coming up.
It is. It's almost becoming this sort of stock answer or something where you get sort of immune to it, sort of, no pun intended, because you hear it so often. But it's true. And the thing that keeps, I think, the argument really vital and keeps breathing life into it, though, is the growing number of people who share that concern. It's just this thing that's spreading out to more and more people where more and more innocuous opinions and innocuous behaviors are being condemned as far-right radical hate or something. It's totally insane. Because I actually traveled a good distance of the way to Ottawa with one of the main convoys, and I've been keeping a close eye on the mainstream media coverage that's going on, and it is absolutely shameful and despicable the level of willful misinformation that is being pushed out to the public. I can't say this clearly enough. I just encourage anybody that might hear this to look it up and do some research and do some fact finding for themselves, because all I can say is that there is hardly a word that's being pushed out to the Canadian public that even resembles reality anymore from mainstream legacy media. It's embarrassing.